Hey, good evening, guys. How's it going? I hope everybody's evening and day has been glorious, been blessed, and all of that. But I just pray and hope everybody's really just been enjoying themselves. But not only just been enjoying yourself, but I also pray that everything has been following through. Everything's been continuing to work out for all of y'all. But not only that, guys, I just once again want to tell y'all, man, that I am truly blessed and highly favored to see that everybody's been doing a fantastic job. But beyond that, man, I also have a good topic tonight, and it's really just involving with a lot of things that you don't want to regret. Not only regret, but as far as fulfilling your opportunities. So I'm going to put the title in and pray that you guys are ready for this one. And also, I just started a Facebook account, so if you all have a Facebook, you can hit me up on my Facebook, which is, of course, Derek Gentry. So if you want to request me on Facebook or anything like that, hey, you guys can reach me on there too. Like I said, just hit me up with a request. And like I said, especially if I know you, I'll look forward to following through with the request as well. So, hey. All right, thank you for joining me. All right. So as the topic reads, God doesn't regret giving us gifts, so why should we? Now, on behalf of what that title is representing and what it means is, if you have a gift that's God-given, and not only is it God-given, but it's a reason that you realize that that is a gift that you've been given, and God didn't regret giving it to you, why do you feel like that you should regret fulfilling it? That's a big upsetting situation. Why do you feel that it's right for you to not pursue or fulfill your God-given duties or the purpose that you've been gifted to make something of your life? That's something that I really want to know. Because, see, everybody in the world always says they want to do something, but they never want to follow through with it, so they regret ever doing it. And see, that's the biggest regret. It's not doing it. Because everybody in the world always says they want to do something, but they never want to follow through with it. And I don't know, but we got to go out, guys. We got to get out here and vote. We got to get out here and vote. We got to put an end to this madness that's been going on in this universe. Because we've been dealing with this long enough. And we've been witnessing and seeing this happen long enough. The continuing situations of this police brutalities and all this shootings and these killings and everything else that's been going on in the world besides COVID, we got to change this. If we want to make a change, we got to be willing to step up to make that change. But beyond that, guys, I want everybody to understand and realize that you don't want to die off killing your opportunities to fulfill your dream and making it from a dream to a full-on plan. Because that's the one thing that we will ever live to regret, is never following through with the purpose that we've been given to fulfill that opportunity or those chances or anything that is once again promised to us. If you know and you feel it deep in your heart that something that feeling that just tells you, man, hey, this ain't for you. You need to be going out there doing something, man, because I'm telling you, this way you at right now, this is only temporarily, but it will only be temporary when you take the actions to go out there and change the outcome of it. But it will only continue to be your forever job as long as you continue to sit back, settle, and continue to prefer that over your happiness and over the purpose. If you know deep down inside you cannot stand that job or you don't like what you do, then guess what? It's time to take the actions to turn that around. Stop regretting your purpose and your opportunities and the things that you've been gifted. If you know deep down inside that you want to do something, all you got to do is take the simplest test of all, and that's going through with it. At least try to find out what you're gifted at. Versus saying, okay, well, I tried, and I mean, it didn't work out. So what? That opportunity didn't work out. Try to see what else you're good at. You don't have just one thing you gifted at. Now, when you find that God-given purpose and that gift, then guess what? Who knows? Who's to say you could probably go back to fix that? Who says you could go back and try to get that opportunity with the first chance of you doing something that didn't work out? You have an opportunity to do it again. That's the one thing that I feel like a lot of people will continue to do for the rest of their life is regret fulfilling the opportunity. That's what the title is representing. God does not regret giving us gifts, so why should we? Meaning, if God gave you something, why do you feel that you should regret following through with that God-given purpose or that opportunity? What is the point of you not following through with that chance or that opportunity or that change in your life? And once again, if you know that's within your heart that you want to do something, guess what? It's better to try versus not going after it at all. That is a life lesson right there. That is the biggest slap in the face of all. Is regret fulfilling your opportunity and just preferring to just sit back and just settle with settling where you are. And you know that ain't where you want to be. That's where some people fall off in life. It's because they regret fulfilling the opportunities because they're too fearful or scared to take the opportunity. Instead of failing with pride, they want to fail with fear. If you want to fail with fear, then guess what? Deal with that. Live with that for the rest of your life. That you chose to regret fulfilling your purpose or your God-given gifts or your opportunities. But if you're willing to fail with pride, meaning taking the opportunity to at least try to see what you're capable of, at least fail that way versus being fearful to fail, to not do it at all. Hey, brother Chris Brock, man. Hey, God bless you, man. Pray everything's going great for you and all, man. And not only that, man, but I just pray everything else is going good. All right, hey, thank you for joining me as well. Not only that, man, but I just want to tell you guys, man, hey, I appreciate everybody who's joining. And like I said, hope that the message of tonight is really, is hitting you in a more positive and influencing way. But not only that, guys, but I just want to tell y'all, man, I'm just being real. Fail with pride versus the fear of failure. Well, hey, God bless, man, and hey, once again, pray everything goes well, and pray that everything else continues to turn around in a positive way and continues to go out with positivity, Chris, man. And not only that, but anybody else that's tuning in, man, I pray that nothing but good and God-given things continue to come your way, as well as this continue to do for me and my family, man. But like I said, we growing, we striving, we doing what we got to do. Like I said, life is getting a little difficult, but don't worry, it's not shutting us out and it's not stopping us, man. But not only that, man, but like I said, go through with it, guys. Fulfill your opportunities. Like I said, once again, I would rather fail with pride, knowing that I at least tried, versus failing with fear. Meaning fearful to take the opportunity because I'm too scared of failing. Guess what? Failure is a part of it. But failure should not stop you. The fear of failure should not stop you. But at least have the pride and the dignity to fail with pride, because once again, you at least gave it a shot. At least give it a shot versus before you throw in the towel and just say, you know what, well, I gave it my all. No, you didn't. Because if you're willing to fail and with fear like that, then obviously you're going to fail and be fearful to turn around to do anything in life. And I repeat, anything, no matter what your purpose is, you're gonna be scared to do it because you're afraid about what the results are gonna be. So what if the first opportunity does not work out? That's the whole point of you having another opportunity to do something else. And who's to say you can't turn around and go fulfill that opportunity again when you fulfill the first thing that you've been given the opportunity to do? Not only with that, but also doing something else on top of that, then finally being able to go back to do that, and then who knows, you'll finally be able to get the opportunity. But still, it's the risks of you willing to take that opportunity to just do it. Just do what you need to do. Now, yes, it's going to get harder. So what? That's a part of the process. If you're willing to go through the difficult situations, whether the ups and downs, the good, the bad, the difficulty, the depressing, frustrating situations, or things that you got to go through in life, okay, if you're willing to go through that, guess what? That shows that you're ready. But guess what? It will continue to get harder and harder no matter how close you get. But if you're still willing to once again take those steps, just go for it. It's about being patient, but also being persistent and committed to follow through with what God has given you to do. Sometimes plan A may not work out, so sometimes you gotta deal with plan plan B or C. And then you'll finally be able to, who knows, with God's grace, fulfill A. But still, don't lose hope in A. Just because B and C work out doesn't mean you still can't go back to fulfilling A. Then when you finally fulfill A, then boom, hey, you good to go. Just keep that ball rolling. Once again, it's about maintaining the opportunity, but by pursuing the chances of you doing it. Don't ever regret going after something that you've been given to do. Because if you regret it, then guess what? You burying your opportunity versus fulfilling it. So you mean to tell me you would rather die and bury, you rather die with your gifts and your opportunities and your blessings versus fulfilling them while you have the opportunity to live them out? You would rather die with all of that inside of you and your spirit, not only that, but go on to the afterlife with the fact of knowing that you chose not to fulfill your dreams or your opportunities or the plan that God had for you. So you mean to tell me you would you'd rather die as a failure versus go forward with instead of going forward with being a winner? Because see, the difference between failures and losers, meaning losers are those who are going to lose, but they're going to find every outcome to become that winner. Failures are people who just fail and prefer to just quit all in and not to follow through with it. Those are the ones who regret doing what they were meant to do, but they chose not to. But the one thing you must understand in life is pursue your opportunities while you can. Because you never want to live with the fact that you never pursued or took the opportunity to fulfill that chance because you were too fearful and scared to do it. And that's anybody listening. Follow through. Fail with pride versus fear. And actually, that sounds like a good little topic I'm about to talk about come my next live. And now, who knows, I might actually talk about failure with pride versus fear. I might talk about that on my live, either on Facebook or probably, who knows, on a YouTube video, guys. But y'all stay tuned. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. But beyond that guys, how has y'all day been so far? And how's your evening? And wherever you are, man, I just pray once again, man, that you all are enjoying yourself. You're staying blessed. You're continuing to let God lead the way, but also continuing to follow through with what you've been given. Because I'm going to tell you guys, just do it, man. Trust me, this road of succeeding or being successful, it never gets easy. It gets harder even when you are successful. And yeah, it may get even more difficult, but still, at least you happy with the results of you being able to do something that you happy with versus continue to be upset where you are and being depressed and frustrated on trying to find a way of getting out of it. But if you found a way to get out of if you found a way to get out of that situation or those difficult times or situations that you were dealing with at first, then guess what? Yes, there are going to be more days that are going to continue to be like that, but it won't be like how they used to be. Why? Because you're finally following through with that purpose, with that opportunity. That's one thing that you must do in life, is never feel like that what you don't do in life, it doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Because once again, if you know you have something that you want to do that makes you happy, who doesn't want to do anything that makes them happy? Not rich, not being famous, not being to eat and drink and be with the celebrities. That's not the point of you being successful. It's about being able to change the outcome of your life, and not only but influencing everyone else who wants to listen. And I say that a lot because I don't want you guys thinking that being famous and having celebrity friends is what it's about. No, it's about being able to fulfill what your God-given gift is. Now, yes, if you're wealthy enough to come in contact with people who are doing big things as well, yes, that's a blessing. That's a wonderful opportunity. But not only that, but it's always about being able to say to yourself, hey, I changed the outcome of my life because I finally followed through with something that I was gifted, but I chose not to sit back and bury it. And I say that, guys, is because everybody in the world continues to regret fulfilling their dreams because they're too afraid to do what needs to be done because of the results that they're too afraid of seeing. They can't see themselves failing over and over again because of what they see as, well, I've done this 7 times and it still didn't work out. So what? You failed 7 times. Excuse my language. Hell, you failed 10 times. But still, that still should not stop you. 7, 8, 9, 10 should not stop you. Eventually, 11 will eventually be the opportunity. If not 11, then 12. It's about being able to keep going until you finally have reached that opportunity. That is the mission in life of being a true successor. It's about following through no matter how many times you have been knocked down, have been set back, have been told by many people or even by those negative influencers that what you're trying to do is useless. It's not about just necessarily proving them wrong. It's about showing them that, hey, I knew this was going to happen. I understand that this is a part of it. But I'm still willing to do whatever it takes to be happy with the results of me doing something better versus still being here at a dead-end job, clocking in and out for a paycheck to paycheck, and now but being under a boss instead of being one. That's one thing that pushes other people away and shows that there are other people out there. When you want to be a boss, you take boss moves. You step up and you do whatever it takes to show that, hey, once again, I'm going to be the boss of my opportunities and my dreams and my plan that God promised me. But not only that, but those who don't want to take those boss moves, guess what? They continue to be under their boss. Continue to be told what to do instead of actually doing what it is that they need to do to be their own boss. They prefer a 9 to 5 versus a career. The opportunity to say to yourself, hey, I love what I do. Now, once again, if that's what you want to do in your life, you want to be in the corporate world, okay, awesome. You want to be a manager of something, awesome. Hey, round of applause. Hey, I commend you to keep staying there. But if you want to be a manager or on your own thing, you got to take those steps and you got to go for it. You have to. You got to go for it. Because if you don't go for it, then what all are you going to be remembered for? An employee who stayed for retirement fund? For a retirement fund. You stayed there being unhappy the entire time, stressful, depressed, and upset about how you got paid and all this and that. But you stayed there just so you can be ready for your 401k, which is your retirement fund. You stayed to retire at a job versus going all out and giving life your all to retire in life instead of on a job. That's the thing that we got to continue to be focusing on. You don't want to retire. You don't want to stop. Especially if you got the ability to keep on going. Everybody has something that they want to do, but they don't want to take the opportunity or the risk to do it. But if you're willing to take those risks, the risks to do it, then guess what? Keep on going. Because guarantee you the results and the outcome of it all is going to work out. And when you finally fulfill that opportunity, guess what? God's going to say, well done. You finally did it. But not only that, but realize that everybody in the world will intend to look at your life as an example. And that's something we got to look more focused with and start doing. Stop trying to compare our lives to others and trying to be like those people instead of looking at those people's lives as an example of something to come. Excuse me. If you look at the life as an example and as an opportunity in your own life, God can promise you that. He's bound to promise you that. If you're willing to understand that, hey, yes, it's going to take a little time. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be stressful sometimes. But once again, it's still not within me to stop in the midst of everything in the process. It's still not within me to stop right now instead of going forward what is being promised. But I want to tell y'all, man, as I'm getting ready to get off this live, man, I just once again want to tell y'all, man, do not regret your gifts. Do not regret your God-given opportunities, because soon as you do, you are going to live to say to yourself for the entire time, you're going to say to yourself, why didn't I do it? Why didn't I fulfill it? Why didn't I take the opportunity to do what was needed when I should have done it right then and there? If you know what you meant to do, guess what? It's time to step up. It's time to be the male boss or the female boss of your opportunities and your blessings in life. It's time to live it out versus sit back and not live it out at all. But other than that, guys, man, I mean, that's really just all I have to say about tonight, man. I mean, I appreciate everyone who got a chance to join. And anybody who wanted to join or anybody who usually does who didn't get an opportunity, man, hey, I appreciate the opportunity and the thought of you wanting to join. And like I said, guys, I do have a Facebook account that, you all can check out that live as well. I'm going to start trying to do more lives on there and a lot of more motivational videos besides here on Instagram and on YouTube as well, which of course you guys can still subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is the same thing on Facebook, Derrick Gentry, DERRICK Gentry, GENTRY. So you can follow me on and like I said, if you have a request, a friend request on Facebook, if you want to follow me, I'm willing to, of course, accept it. But if not, like I said, hey, it's all nothing but love either way. And if you don't want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like I always tell you guys, hey, man, it's up to y'all. Y'all want more extra motivation from yours truly here? Hey, I don't mind doing that. That's part of my job as a speaker, as a motivational influencer. I want to motivate you. I want to give you that extra push and show you that once again your God-given opportunities and your blessings are real. But once again, you got to know within yourself that they are real. You got to have the confidence within yourself that your blessings and your opportunities are real. Not just for you to listen to me, but you got to feel it. You got to feel it in your heart and your spirit. And you got to know that in your mind that once again, I'm bound to do something in life, and it's not to be working for somebody, but it's to work for myself. But beyond that, guys, hey, thank you all for your love and support. Thank you. Take care. Have a good evening. I will do everything I can tomorrow to get on this live, to do what I need to do. If not on here, but I guarantee you I'm going to try to do everything I can as well to do more, once again, Facebook Lives and, motivational videos as well. But I'm also getting ready to hop on YouTube. I'm getting ready to hop in. And I pray you guys stay tuned for the video. Like I said, I'm going to try to post that onto here on Instagram as well as on my Facebook too, man. But other than that, guys, hey, you all have a blessed evening. Stay blessed. Do your best and let God take care of the rest. And just once again, do not live to regret to fulfill your God-given purpose. Do not live to regret your gifts of knowing that God did not regret giving it to you. So guess what? It's time to make it possible, guys. But like I said, y'all have a good evening. Take care, stay blessed, and just continue to follow through with your God-given purpose, man. Y'all have a good evening.